We're going to be starting this morning here in Nigeria on the Punch newspapers. Let's see what we can find over there. The big one there says NDLEA files 24 charges, seizes 14 mega assets, and that's on Abba Kyari. Agency uncovers shopping malls and others owned by ex-IRT commander. Kyari's deputy Ubwa fails to declare 100 million naira life insurance policy. Very interesting. 2 dead and others trapped in Lagos building collapse. We're going to be talking about that later on the show this morning. Also on the Punch this morning, subscribers failed to use 98.75 million SIMs, and that's from a report. And also, discos lose 543 billion naira. Power generation drops by 642.4 megawatts. Also this morning, Ogun, Lagos, Rivers communities battle hazardous waste. That's on page 2. And NNPC defends 68 million liters daily consumption, backs forensic audit. That's a big conversation that we've had for a couple of years now. How much petrol Nigerians actually consume daily. Article: No threats to Tinubu and Obi. Social media is a social media creation, and that's from Onanuga on page 7. We can also find here contract termination. Federal government to pay foreign firm $496 million. And I saw that over the weekend. That's with regards to the Ajaokuta Steel Complex. Those are the stories that we have on the Punch newspapers this morning.
All right, now let's take it over to Daily Trust, still here in Nigeria. On the front page of the Daily Trust, military kills 5 ISWAP commanders, over 200 terrorists in Borno. They are using Northeast as training ground, according to source. We'll continue to take fight to them, says NAF. Insurgents attack Borno Mosque, kill Imam, 3 others. Now, of course, Osage did mention that we're taking updates on this shortly with Bernard Akede, as 2 dead and several trapped as 7-story building collapses in Oniru, Lagos. 2023 anxiety trails APC's delay in unveiling campaign council members. Now, unfortunately, there's conversations about yellow fever again. 14 dying, 1,179 cases recorded as yellow fever hits 35 states and the FCT. So I'm sure a lot of people have not paid as much attention to yellow fever as they probably should. People just think of it as a travel requirement, but it's scary to see now that people are dying as a result of yellow fever. So if people haven't taken the vaccine, maybe now it's the time to go take it. Despite increased revenue by manufacturers, cement price still over 4,000 naira per 50 kgs. We also have, I think that's all, of course, 11 schoolgirls of FGC Berenini Yauri still in captivity for 445 days. 1 student of Bethel Baptist High School, Kujama, in captivity for 418 days. Well done to the Daily Trust for constantly reminding us of the state of insecurity and how our children are still being held in captivity. That's all we can take in Nigeria for this morning.
All right, let's go to Zimbabwe and see what we can find on Newsday. Actually, it's just one story on Newsday. It says that Sikala poisoned in Chikurubi cell. And I'll read what it says. It says the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service yesterday called the family of incarcerated citizens Coalition for Change legislator Job Sikala asking for urgent help over suspected poisoning in his prison cell. Sikala, who has been arrested on several occasions, was said to be vomiting, and prison officials summoned the legislator's family to bring a private doctor for urgent treatment. That's very interesting, and I'm not sure even how to react to that. But those are the story, or the only story that's on the front page of the Newsday newspaper this morning.
And we head over to the Namibian. On the front page of the Namibian, the big story there says 60 locals, foreigners trafficked to Namibian waters. I was still talking about trafficking in 2022. Illegal shark fin harvesting, suspected case of cheap labor recruitment, sick people forced to work. Company origin not known. And at the top of the paper, we have President's COVID labor regulation ruled invalid. SA police accused of intimidating Palapala suspect. Shaumbako allegedly fears for his life in prison. At the top of the paper, we are not surprised by Germany's position. EIF gives dowries, three reverse osmosis facilities, and final one, events galore on first weekend of September. I guess everybody's already counting down and winding down to the December celebrations. That's all that we can take for the first half of the show. If you'd like, of course, to speak with us as regards any of the stories, Tweet us at News Central TV on all social media platforms. We're going to break. We have very interesting top stories for you. Please stay with us.